right, I declare the start of the third game of the night. Please put on your blindfolds. The night opens. Player one.
Я никогда не была твоей.
Player
Мы вместе
three.
были в кругу друзей. Ты провожал меня до дверей. Я говорила: привет, Андрей. И вот
Player four.
однажды я поняла, что без тебя словно не жила. Когда ты даришь мне розбукет, я говорю: привет, привет,
Player
Андрей.
five.
Привет, Андрей. Привет, Андрей. Ну где ты был? Ну обними меня скорее.
Player six.
Привет, Андрей. Привет, Андрей. Привет, Андрей. Ну где
Player
ты
seven.
был? Ну обними меня скорее. Нам есть что вспомнить, о чем забыть. Зачем смеяться, о чем грустить? Что не позволить, а что простить? Но не могу без тебя я жить. Ты мой ребенок, мой друг, мой брат. Ты мой любовник,
Player
мой
nine.
дуэлянт. Люблю, как ты выключаешь свет и говоришь: привет, привет,
Player
Андрей.
10.
Привет, Андрей. Привет, Андрей. Ну где ты был? Ну обними меня скорее.
The night grows darker.
Everybody, please adopt the right position. Put your head down and please.
The vicious. No, Mafia don't awakens. Mafia awakens. You have 1 minute to formulate your plan.
Стиги сам через сам попия. Метри то нахила и
Shakira Manzingera, Elton John Drauga, Bonnie MC Biciclet, Imhela Stadioni, Dragone Matrahura, Bruno Mars Shamovac, Goza Gavisture, Fuela Sheni, Jerry DJ.
Trescenga Carisco, Cartuli Disco, Trova da Izzo, Capagone Ceni, Cartuli Disco, da San Francisco, Onda Sceicco, Amacole. E sarà Risi Pizza, Attacciapoli,
10 seconds, please.
Pizza, Nuza Fasmaga, Godita Izza, Rosa Marcella, Bella Legenda,
Thank you, Mafia. Sheriff may awaken. Great to see you. Thank you, Sheriff. Good morning, everyone. All right, we start our day with player number one.
Okay, the previous game, helped me realize that I have a great intuition. I told about, Longbow, how we shoot. Also, I just, can give you a hint about me. If I look silly, it means that I'm a red. Look at me now. I'm a silliest person at this thing. What else? I'm not familiar with. I just see you like a third time, and now you have your yellow shirt the first time. It's very suspicious. Looks like you're more dark than it's.
10 seconds.
That's it. Just once.
Thank you. Player number two.
Right, much to not go off on that. Based on the context of the last games, which I don't really have, the only thing I'd recommend for this game is if you're playing with the city, please don't falsely claim sheriff or suggest that you may be sheriff if you're not. It does say sheriff on the card. I am playing with the city this round. I will figure out who I am playing as the switches go on. Currently, I'm not playing with one because there is quite literally nothing to go off aside from the wonderful silliness that is present. I have nothing too interesting to add about the life of the game. I hope that everything goes well, that we will stay alive, and that I don't die first. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Player number 3.
I nominate number 1. Yeah, no, split vote. Yeah, so it shows my colour a little more red because I thought about that and no one else did. For me, yes, I'm also cut. You met me last week. At Washington. Anyway, I'm not playing number 1 for that reason, just because I'm going to be petty about that. And I also don't want to play with number 2 because you cut your speech short while you did give advice to the city about sheriff, blah blah blah. I think also it makes the game more interesting when stuff happens. Like, you know, so because I feel like we play too timidly, we don't go too cutthroat enough. Like, if you ever come to the Russian games, they're so much more cutthroat. They are, like, people are yelling at each other across the table. There's people having fights, but then they all go outside and they have a cigarette, and then they're like, oh, it's fine. It's all good. So, yes.
Time up. Player number 4.
Well, hello everyone. Please forget about last game. New woman. Anyway, with number 1, I haven't played with you enough to know much about the way that you play. Or whatever. Check it. Well, anyway, so I don't know much about you, so I cannot tell the color. It did find me, like even last game, I was trying to play as red, and for me, like, you saying that, oh, I think on this, for me that threw me off. So if I would have been red, I understand what people were like putting here, you know what I mean? So maybe try to about that. And number 2, nothing to say. I feel like I always talk with you when you speak a little bit more during the night, you know, your actions there. So not sure how to play with you right now. Number 3, we'll see. Always good area. You
10
have backed
seconds.
me, stabbed me in the back before, but it's a little bit, you know. Okay, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Apart from that, not much. So did you play on the card or you just
Time
play
up.
combat?
Player number 5.
Okay. I don't know why I'm suspicious of her. Maybe it's because I was betrayed last game. No, it's fine. Look, I played by myself. Right. So I think, I don't know, I can't get too much of a read on 1. I feel like 2 feels more red than I've seen her in the game, so I go with maybe more red. But I'm not sure. I'll leave that. I don't know. 3 definitely feels very, very dark though. Like, I feel like you saying like, oh, like, since I said that you would think I'm red. It's a very odd thing to say. It just strikes me as odd. Yeah, you're sorry. Yeah, it's just, it strikes me a little odd. Yeah, I also think like your immediate mistrust of 2 was a little bit strange as well.
10 seconds.
I don't know. I'm not gonna play with 3. Great. Great.
Time up. Player number 6.
I think playing number 5 we had a good analysis of the speeches. Number 4 we was able to substance. No, we have no substance. So for me, I'm not playing with you. Number 3, he remembers him because bros before. I don't know. Yeah, he's got to remember bros. Yeah, now that's probably a personal thing now. But yeah, he gets it. I think number 2 is more red for me. Looking at some red stuff. There's not much to analyse there. And number 1, I think he's just saying stuff like there's nothing to analyse. And number 8 and 9, I'm going to analyse you because you've been communicating with sign language, trying to judge who's who. But you
10
might
seconds.
be doing mafia stuff to try and get her sway to eliminate me. So number 9, you're a bit sus for me. Doing that.
Time up. Player 7.
Morning everyone. sorry, I did a mistake to keep this slowly because for 8 minutes I'm still doing sorry. And I'm playing with number 2, number 5, but I'm not agree with your estimation of the cost. So I'm playing with number 3. I think her speeches was very red, and number 4 can't stop so badly, and probably it's not a sign of the dark player. I'm playing blue, and I can't see anything about player number 6 yet, but I don't listen.
10 seconds.
Yeah. I'm playing with number 1. Yeah, a good sense of humor. Yeah, and part of your I'm playing with
Time up.
one probably
Player 8.
except 6.
Player 8.
So one, I don't know what that was last round, but I'm hoping like I like to play with you, but I really don't know what last round was about. 2, I like to play with you, because you're always sending the box up, and 5, you know, 3. We'll wait and see. Have my reserves 3 and 4 because it's very similar to last round the way you say things, but you know, have my reserves. 6, like to play with you, but sorry, 5 got numbers mixed up. Sorry, 5 like to play. 6. You always gave the same speech.
10 seconds.
So still think you read, but still deciding. 7. Hope you finish your lobby soon. Like
Time up. Player 9.
Okay, I'm gonna start while we were communicating so much because I was trying to explain her how to do the check. So what Margot was doing this all the time. So I was saying what she's saying is this and check 3. So what I was trying to say is don't do this because Sheriff will think that she's asking for check number 10. So just do the number right away unless she wanted to check 10. That's what I was trying to explain to her. Can't tell your color, but your speech it was probably, obviously not, probably no, it was totally better than the last game, but still, we just kind of forgot about it. I want to hear a little bit more of you. Number 2, you look relaxed, so I'm gonna wait for the second day, but you're giving me more red 5s. You were before, like more naturally interacting, blah, 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 so that's what you're giving me there, the red 5s. You, I say, yeah, slightly more, it's like a 25-degree, something like that, so yeah, I like your speech. I want you wait, I'm not pretty sure, I wanted more analyzed from your side. I get your point, but I think it's clear now. I couldn't get much from you.
Time up. Player 10.
Admittedly, I was preoccupied between 1 and 7, worrying that Margaret turned the aircon up because I'm hot. I think she's turned it down, so we're safe. 9, historically, I feel like when you over-engage with me early in the game, I'll nominate 3. I nominate play 3. 9, when you engage with me as actively as you have early in the game, it's generally been you being dark. So I'm not saying you are guaranteed dark, I'm just saying for now I can't play with you. It's also that you're sat next to me, so perhaps you're just engaging with me in that way. 4 is more red for me. I have nominated, doesn't matter. What do you be clearer with your actions? But 4, you are more red for me. 3, you are leaning darker for me, definitely.
10 seconds.
And then 5, I'm getting red vibes from you again this game. Pass.
Thank you. Alright. It's time to vote. So we have 2 players up for nomination. Player number 1, player number 3. Who would like to vote for player number 1? 3 votes? 4 votes? Yeah, your water bottle's a bit in the way, but okay, we have 4 votes. Who would like to vote for player number 3? 5 votes, and we have 2 players who haven't voted. Their vote goes to player number 3. So, unfortunately, player number 1, you've been voted out.
No,
number 3.
Oh, number 3 has the most votes. Oh, sorry, my bad. Number 3, you have the most votes.
Say
You went 0 and both. It wasn't just me, so it should have been tied. Because you say 5 and 4.
No, because the last two they would go to.
No, it was
Number three.
4 votes for number 1.
Yes.
It was 4 votes for
And
number
it's
1.
6 votes for number. 6 votes for number 3. I won't give you a warning for this, but unfortunately, player number 3, you've been voted out. Your last votes.
Okay, not sure. I'm just a city, but that's a really, really dumb move. My suspicions are 5 and 6, only because you said that there was no substance to her speech, but I believe it's the opposite. You had no substance to your speech, neither you. So for me, that would be my first checks as 5 and 6. The next one would be 2, only because you cut your speech short. Also, I find that you're quite chipper when you are a duck because you prefer to be a duck. So I think that's why you're more calm, because you're actually calm you want to be, because you've been bred for the last couple of weeks. So I think that's from food for thought. But I am Salsa 9 now, so I'm pushing it right, so I do agree with that. So please let the city win, because
10
I'm
seconds.
sick of getting voted out first round. Let's get out together. Thank you. I'm going to play my game.
Night falls upon the city. The vicious mafia raises their pistols into the air and walk past the players. Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, player 5, player 6, player 7, player 8, player 9, player 10. Thank you, Mafia. Mafia don't awakens and looks for sheriff. Sheriff awakens and looks for Mafia. Good morning, everyone. Oh, wait, keep your blindfold on. Player number 10, your best 3 guesses. You may remove your blindfold. Oh, please.
2, 9. 8.
Thank you. Please put on your blindfold. All right. Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, the Mafia was precise, and player number 10 was shot. Your last vote.
So 3 is obviously definitely red. As soon as she started mentioning this stuff about 2, I started becoming much more red on her because I noticed that immediately. I just didn't want to throw you on the bus in the first round like that we seem to do. But you seem like you're very happy in your role at the moment. 9, again, my original point about you over interacting with me, and then I think very direct feedback to people. Obviously, you have the opportunity to do that with number 9, but it definitely feels darker to me. And 8, I know you as the least, out of the 3, the least likely, or least dark for me, but I found it tough to read. I think, again, I was preoccupied with the anyone to really listen to the rest of them.
10 seconds.
1, I definitely think is probably red. I was able to figure that out. Why about 6? I don't know. You seem.
Time up. Thank you. Round of applause. And we start our day with player number 2.
I did like how you analyze and not necessarily what you said, and I didn't go into it, but I did like how you guys felt on it. 5, you, whilst you lost the other what happened, I feel like this game you're playing quite analytical, which is very unusual for things. I feel comfortable playing with that. I know 7% you wanted to play with me, you also said you wanted to play with 3, 1, 4, and 5, which I think is, it's too many numbers to throw out, especially this area, there's not much to go. That's why I can't play with 1 currently. I'm looking at what has to say at the end. I just want to see a little bit more of 8 and 9. I think you have been very, very
10 seconds.
which you're very, very defensive, expressive. I want to see what you have to say. 4, I did not honestly catch your speech, so I'd like to-
Time up. Player 4.
Okay, so the people that he said, 8, 9, and 2, I haven't heard much on your speech or your report, like anything, regarding that. So for me, out of the previous like speeches, between 9 and 2, I would say cherry check 2, because I feel like with her speech I would be able to read her more than you. So I need help with you. So I would say cherry check 2, because not saying that you're there, because that speech actually was good, but for me it's like to range it. Because apart from because I agree with him on terms of like who I felt were the most, I didn't like that you're like right away, I don't think you bring it right. So I don't know if anyone else picked up, but for me that's suspicious. I would say also check 6. Not gonna nominate just yet, because
10 seconds.
apart from him, which is only like 26% that, I don't have anyone else. I need to hear more from you. You were very neutral. Need to hear more from you.
Time up. Player 5.
Okay. My initial suspicion was like 3, 4, and 9, but after the elimination, my head's a little bit in spins. I'm not sure if 3 was actually right, but because the way that 3 accused, you saw that 3 was good. You think 3 was good, okay? Based on the gender, okay. So like, I just feel like the way that 3 accused, she accused 5, 6, and 2. Which to me were the, like, obviously I know I'm red, but like the other 2 were probably people I thought were fairly red. So I don't know, I think Sheriff probably should check 9 and 4 is probably what I'd say, either 9 or 4. Because, yeah, that's...
Thank you. Player 6.
I do feel like number 2's speech was a bit of lying to throw off suspicion. Yeah, that's what it felt like. And you are more chipper when you are dark, because it's more engaging for you, psychologically. But number 9, you're talking before you've even spoken through sign language. And yeah, well, that first round when you're doing that, you're helping 8. So nominating 9. You've got to start nominating, because if this ring after, you need to get one of them off the table this round. So nominating 9. We're going to start both of this first thing before they even spoke. We were speaking with her about 9. They were saying, "I was helping."
10 seconds.
And then that's aligning with her. And I think 10 was intuition. It was good last game, so was mine, so was Mike's. So we should start trusting intuition.
Time up. Player 7.
Yes, this is getting clearer, and I have my list for nomination for my personal list. Probably both players, number 9 and number 6, looks dark for me, and I understand that, and it is weird. So I put the numbers. I nominated number 6.
6
I
accepted.
think that number 6 more darker. Even they play against each other, it means if I can't nominate number 9 because I haven't heard her response. Once she talks something, and I could decide what I will vote for.
10 seconds.
And also probably, but I would rather to check number 1. It will give us some of the exposure.
Time up. Player 8.
Okay, I still think 2 is red at this point. 5 think you were red, so I'm playing with you. It's just a feel at this point, but I'm never excellent at this, so, but this is what I'm trying here. 9, I was a little bit confused with your whole gestures thing, but thank you for clarifying on that, but saying that you've been very, very physical, like you were not like this before when you were actually. So I have my doubts. Ones, still haven't heard you spoken a lot, so I'll wait to see. 4, I don't know at this point. I'm sorry, I'm having so much trouble. And yeah, Can we check 9 or 2, please? Thank you.
Time up. Player 9.
Okay, just 1 minute. I do an honest mistake on the voting because I say I saw 4 votings. That's what I said. There's 5 people that are going to vote. My vote will go to the other person, so there will be a tie. That's why I didn't vote. But anyway, okay, sorry about it. I need to hear what you have to say, but you give me more red flags. Since the beginning, I said you're actually normal, so not like I'm trying to. I didn't say he was good. I need to hear him. Okay, I didn't get that part. Okay, so I was playing with you. I'm with number 3 because both of you guys give me a red flag. She living out of the table. That's not really logical. I'm not pretty sure about you. I need to. There is something else, but I cannot really tell. You're sometimes analytical, sometimes other not. Now I'm going to number 6. I was clear on explaining how the gesturing was for number 8 in the first 9. He is still picking a weak argument. That's the only thing that he got, that I was gesturing. That's the only thing he's good enough for me. There is nothing else in his speech, and he spent the whole time talking about me doing
Time
gesturing
up.
even than I explained.
Player number 1.
I think that number 4, number 5, they were because I was spying for them, like, and I just noticed that their signs a lot better. I'm sure that number 3, she's dark and she's entering with number 7. I think number 7 is dark for me. Have no idea about 6, and I think 6 is okay. Number 2, too chatty, too intensive, too defensive from the beginning. I think she's already. Yeah, that's it. Pass.
Thank you. We now enter the voting phase. Please remove all pens and angles from the table. We have 2 players up for nomination, player 9 and player 6. Who would like to vote for player 9? 4 votes. Who would like to vote for player 6? 4 votes. Alright, it's a tie. Alright, so player number 6, we have player number 6, we have 30 seconds.
I'm red. I know I'm red. If I don't red play and lose, we do that. But number 9, like, his intuition was right the last game. So, intuition. I don't know why people aren't listening to it. I want to get rid of it, right?
10 seconds.
It's getting critical. Is anybody checking?
Warning. Summary. Thank you. Player number 9.
His intuition has been right, yeah, but his only argument was I was interacting too much. I didn't interact with you. I didn't interact with the rest of the people. Did I? I didn't interact with you. No, I'm not. But if you take me out of the table, I'm a good player. Do you see how insistent it is? I can just go against him, but I don't mind about it because the only thing he said is because I was interacting, but I was interacting with everyone on the table. So I don't mind to leave the table as a third player as I am, but
Time up. Alright, so we continue voting. Who would like to vote for player number 9? 5 votes. Who would like to vote for player number 6? 2 votes and 1 player didn't vote, so your vote goes to player 6. So unfortunately, player number 9, you have been voted off the table. You have 1 vote.
for me, you're the most red player on the table, I would say. So, think about his arguments because they were picking on me. He revealed to you? Okay. So, be mindful of what you're saying, what you're leading the table to, because he didn't have any argument to hold me up. So now the city is with 1 less red player. Number 5 was pointing out of people out of her speech is quite off, but I don't know if trust her or not because she could have done that during her speech. He didn't. Number 1 is not really giving me much, saying that 3 could be dark because it's not really likely the first player board out of the table is dark. That's thrown me off. Because I'm saying that you're the
10
only
seconds.
player for me in the table. I cannot say everything about anyone else. I thought you were red, but you don't really give me much in your speech. That's why I'm confused. And sadly, because I was helping you, I was
Time up.
thrown under the bus.
Thank you.
So,
Time up, Miss
good
Phoenix.
luck.
Thank you. All right. Please put on your blindfold. Light falls upon the sleeve.
Un scerico amavole e salarisi pizza.
The vicious Mafia raise your seconds into the air and walk past the player. Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, player 5, player 6, player 7, player 8, player 9, player 10. Thank you, Mafia. Mafia don't awakens. He looks for Sherry. Sheriff awakens and looks for Mafia. Thank you, Sheriff. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, we have bad news. The Mafia was precise, and player number 8 was shot. Your last
Uncle
minute.
Sheriff, check 6 and 10, they were all red. Sorry. Thank you.
And we start our discussion with player number 4.
Wait, what did you just say? You're saying the 9 that was good? Why? Okay, you need to explain on your speech. Look, after his speech, on the 30 seconds, he gave me very bad. However, during the game, I couldn't pick up on the super bad. So that's why I extend myself from voting. That wasn't, I feel like, wait, I want, no. So, I would say there's at least 2 Mafia at the table. If you say 9 and obviously now 6 is good, then I mean 3 was definitely bad, because then there's 2 Mafias left. I was hoping, I'm not throwing on the back, but I was hoping that she would check you instead of West 3 on 6, because I feel like
10
after
seconds.
this speech it was like good. And I really cannot pick up on anyone else. Until I need to, I'm the first one speaking, I need to hear
Time up.
the table.
Player number 5.
So the way I see it, there's either one Mafia, which if there's only one Mafia left, I feel like 9 would want to. The message that the way that she spoke her final minute was very directed at you, which makes me very suspicious. Like I don't know whether to trust you. She's trying to throw suspicions on you, or she's. It's very hard to say. I have been generally like trusting you, but I don't know. I'm glad that 6 is checked because I definitely trust 6. I'm starting to get a little bit red from 4 because okay, sorry, forgot to say 1 I'm definitely very red on. I think that's a great red flag. So 1 and 6 definitely we play with. 2 gray. 7 oh
10
you're very
seconds.
difficult. I think it depends on what you say now and what your analysis is, but generally yes. Yeah. Pass.
Thank you. Player 6.
So when they voted last round, you've got to take note of what people did is most people voted 9, so I'm pretty sure 9 was Mafia. 4 and 7, you've voted for me, so I'm nominating 4.
4 accepted.
I think on that, I feel still a bit neutral. 2, 1 more red, but 7, I feel like now I'm starting to understand that maybe you're just targeting someone to throw, redirect. So, but that voting thing, we've got to start reddish, less reddish than 1, but I feel like you're red, but 4, because of that, I've nominated 4. Just make that clear.
10 seconds.
But for me, the 2 most Mafia players are
Warning is Hondo. Time up. Player number 7. Your moment.
Who else? Mafia. Yeah, I'm at this stage. I have only 3 suspects. so we excluded number 6. Probably it cannot be 1, it could be 2. I know it's some. I need I'm nominating number 5. I don't think that number 4 would be in my favor, but you on the last position in my list. So probably 5, 4, and then 2. I can't say anything more before we.
10 seconds.
I will vote against 5 because of my.
Time up. Player number 1.
I'm so sure number 5, and you know, just depends on that you are dark. I nominate number 7.
7 seconds.
Yeah. Also, I'm keeping my mind on how much 6.
Warning is good.
6 also mine. 6. Okay. Is it okay if I revolt my nomination? Okay.
No.
No.
Warning, Mr. Rax.
What about number 4? Just say
10 seconds.
yeah, it's
Thank you. Player number 2.
Okay, now I understand everyone's saying vote 1, and I'm going to vote with the city. However, I nominate 1.
1 second.
I don't understand the slip up was. It's happened before when someone's red. I'm just saying, everyone has been like, anyway. Originally it was all vote for 7. I don't know what is the vote happening. Is it 1 now? Are we okay? We're all voting for 1. The way you're interacting with is making me actually suspicious of you now, which is annoying. I'm voting for the city. I'm voting 1, and then whatever 6 says next. Go. I know you read 6. Sometimes your judgment is a little bit off, so I'm just gonna really be cautious with that.
Warning, is 1.
Yeah, it's,
10
yeah, I
seconds
thought it
left.
was 3. I was very unsure on that, so I think there's only 2 votes out here, which
Time up. We now enter the voting portion of the round. All hands and ankles off the table. Alright, we have 4 players up for nomination in this order. Player 4, 5, 7, and 1. Who would like to vote for player number 4? Who would like to vote for player number 5? Who would like to vote for player number 7? 2 votes. Who would like to vote for player number 1? 3 votes.
5 and 6.
Yeah, 3 votes. Okay.
For the first one.
Alright, so it appears we have a tie. Player number 7, you have 30 seconds.
For me, the picture is clear. Number 6, I was wrong. Number 6, second player. We have a mafia 3, 1, and it's a good story. 1 pointing on number 3. She was a dark player.
10 seconds.
Once she already died, so it's a good strategy. I will vote against 1 and ask him, and then I could jump from the table if you decided. If I'm back.
Player number 1.
As I said before, you know, I'm honest when I'm suing what I did. I did like a serious thing, you know, in this game just 2 minutes ago. I'm a red. Actually, he didn't provide any evidence. He just, you know, tried to defend himself and with no evidence. I'm a red, guys. If you vote for me,
Time up. Alright, so we will vote again. Please make sure to leave your thumb on the table until it's time to vote for the next person. Who would like to vote for player number 7? 1 vote. Who would like to vote for player number 1? 5 votes. Unfortunately, player number 1, you have been voted out. Your last minute.
Same thing, guys. It was a mistake. Alright. Definitely the game will end soon. And unfortunately, I wish we went, but that's so patience. Bye.
Night falls upon the city.
Shot in number 6.
The vicious mafia raises their guns into the air and walk past the players. Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, player 5, player 6, player 7, player 8, player 9, player 10. Mafia Don awakens and looks for sheriff. Sheriff awakens and looks for mafia. Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, player number 6, you've been shot. Your last 3 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna go, I think the 2 most red players for me, 5 and 2. You reckon 5? I feel like they want red energy. 4, 7 set back, 5, 1%. Pass.
Thank you. And I declare the end of the game in victory of Mafia. Mafia was Mafia was player number 4. Mafia was player number 7 and 9, and Sheriff player number 8.